Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting started soon, so if you have a seat that is available next to you, please scooch in so that we can get people seated. If you are saving seats for someone, please make sure they get here in the next few minutes. We're due to start in 4 minutes. Everybody needs to be seated. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm checking it now. I'm trying a new strategy here. I'm going to put the camera on. And I'm going to zoom so I can see the fucking faces of the people coming around. And let them know when who's coming. Let's see if that'll work for me. Is it time? Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the 138th Commencement for Goldey-Beacom College. I'm Larry Eby, Executive Director of Institutional Advancement, and I am pleased to present the participants in today's ceremony. Out of respect for the graduates today, we would like to ask you to turn the sound off on any of your cell phones or other electronic devices so as not to interrupt the ceremony. And for those of you who are looking for Wi-Fi access, there is a guest Wi-Fi with instructions posted all around the space here today on how to log in to do that. And when you do that, that'd be a great opportunity to double check and make sure your sound is off. So, we're ready to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, leading the procession, the doctoral candidates. Followed by the master's graduates. Followed by the bachelor degree candidates. And finally, our associate degree candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of the college, Hannah Bakey, Dr. Melvina Brown and Dr. Reba Businski, Dr. Tracy Curry and Thomas Fleck, Dr. Susan Fugate Brangers, Eric Johnson, Lynn Lepore, and Bruce Martin. Keith Fleury, Esquire, Assistant Professor. Dr. Scott Glenn, Assistant Professor. Dr. Jared Hoefling, Assistant Professor. Dr. Erin Lee Kelly, Assistant Professor. Dr. Robert McConkey, Assistant Professor. Dr. Deanna Merritt, Assistant Professor. Dr. Evelyn Money, Assistant Professor, and Dr. Victoria Nyago, Assistant Professor. Dr. Frank Scafidi, Assistant Professor. Dr. Brett Shepard, Assistant Professor. Dr. Ashik Shafi, Assistant Professor. Dr. Nicole Evans, Associate Professor. Dr. Kevin Hunt, Associate Professor, Director of Academic Support Services. Dr. William Rivers, Associate Professor. Dr. Jeffrey Thurley, Associate Professor, and Dr. Mary Wheeling, Associate Professor, Director of Faculty Development. Dr. Fatma Abdul Rauf, Professor. Dr. Kirk Johnson, Professor and Chair of Academic Programs. The faculty is now followed by the administration. Ryan Kwan, Registrar and Director of Institutional Effectiveness. Jocelyn Moses, Dean of Students. Peter Rishvi, Chief Information Officer. Susan Mannering, Chief Financial Officer and Vice President. Dr. Joel Warden, Provost and Vice President. Dr. Charles Hammond, Chief Operations Officer and Vice President. Lee Burstein, Trustee. Dr. Javed Gilani, Trustee. Dr. Darrell Green, Trustee. Noreen Lasorsa, Trustee. Mark R. Olizagasti, Trustee. John J. Patterson III, Trustee. Dr. Melody Phillips, Trustee. Dr. Lourdes Puig, Trustee. Catherine Sieber, Trustee. R. Jeffrey Johnson, Trustee. Marcia Wood, Treasurer and Secretary, Board of Trustees. Joan Verbanitz, Vice Chair, Board of Trustees. E. Thomas Harvey III, Chairman and CEO, Harvey, Hanna and Associates. Carla Chardon, Bachelor of Science, 2025, our student speaker. Justin Morris, MBA, 2025, award recipient of the President's Award for Achieving Greater. And Dr. Colleen Perry Keith, our 14th president of Goldey-Beacom College.
You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty, staff, and administration, graduates, families, and friends, welcome to the annual commencement ceremony at Goldey-Beacom College. Yeah, woo, that is a good one. Harry Stewart Goldey founded the Wilmington Commercial College 139 years ago in 1886. We've had a few name changes since then, but today's ceremony at Goldey-Beacom marks our 138th annual commencement, and we could not be prouder about that. Today, we are delighted to honor the class of 2025 by graduating a total of 346 students, I know, 346. Only 207 of whom will be walking across the stage to receive their diplomas. So for the mom who has 1:15 lunch reservations, I gotcha. We're good. The class of 2025 came to GBC from 20 different states and 40 countries. 41.3% of those 346 students are graduating with a GPA above the minimum threshold for honors. That's 143 students. students graduating with honors today, which is 12 more than last year's graduating class. Not everybody keeps tabs of that kind of stuff, but I do, you know. Graduates, we know you've been looking forward to this day. Your achievement validates your hard work and diligence, the dreams and sacrifices of your family and your loved ones, and the college's confidence in your knowledge and abilities. Be proud of this goal you have reached. We know that today is just the start of more great things for you. Continuing a tradition that we began 3 years ago, we are delighted to welcome 2 speakers for commencement. One, a student in the graduating class, and the other will be an invited speaker, Mr. E. Thomas Harvey III, a former Goldey-Beacom College trustee and well-known and well-respected businessman and philanthropist here in Delaware. You'll learn more about both of our speakers in a bit. I'm also delighted to welcome back to campus a special group of students from Skyline Middle School, part of the Red Clay School District. Goldey-Beacom College and Skyline Middle School are partners through the school's AVID program. We have asked Skyline to provide us with music for today's program. Special thank you to Skyline Principal Mr. Peter Matrinko for his work in making the partnership possible, and to our own GBC trustee, Noreen LaSorsa, for creating the partnership to begin with. We also thank Ryan Zawada and Marvin Brittingham, who are serving as flag bearers for today's processional. And they look appropriately mortified that I called them out, but thank you guys. We also have with us today professional photographers who will photograph the graduates as they are presented their diploma. Graduates will be provided with information on how to purchase photos if they are interested. I'm delighted to invite Mr. Derek Crudelli, GBC Director of Sports Information, to come forward and bring the invocation.
Thank you, Dr. Keith. Good morning, everyone. In recognition of the diversity of religious beliefs, we ask for a moment of silence and in our own thoughts give thanks for this gathering and this ceremony. We thank you for this gathering. We thank you for the abundance of joy you have given our students as they take the next step in their lives. We pray for their guidance as they help to shape the lives of others, much like their lives were shaped here. We pray for their leadership as future parents, employees, and role models as they commence a new chapter in their lives and help continue making the world a better place. We pray for our employees who on a consistent basis continue to make Goldey-Beacom College a great place to learn, develop skills on how to move forward in life, and produce the graduates before us today. Happy are we who are called to this banquet of celebration we call commencement. In this we pray, amen.
Thank you, Derek. And just a moment of privilege here. You know that our softball team can't be here this morning. They're playing in the Division II, NCAA Division II East Regional Tournament right now. It's the top of the third, and we're down 1-0. So, Derek, if you could throw up a few extra prayers, that would be most welcome. And I would like to welcome the Skyline Middle School Choir, who will lead us in the national anthem. Following the singing of the national anthem, we will be greeted by GBC Board Vice Chair, Ms. Joan Verbonitz. Please stand for the national anthem.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Excellent. Thank you for that. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome you to this year's commencement ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of the graduating class of 2025. We're just warming up. All right. This is a day filled with pride, joy, and hope, a day that you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. To our graduates, you have worked hard, persevered through challenges, and grown in ways both academic and personal. Your journey here has not been easy, but meaningful. You have demonstrated resilience, creativity, and determination, all qualities that will serve you very well as you embark on the next chapter of your life. To the families, friends, faculty, and staff, thank you for the unwavering support and guidance you've given our students. Your dedication has helped make this moment possible. As Vice Chair of the Board, I speak on behalf of all of the trustees when I say how proud we are of what you've accomplished and how excited we are for what lies ahead. The world needs thoughtful, courageous leaders, and we have every confidence that you will rise to meet that call. Congratulations, class of 2025. May your future be filled with purpose, discovery, and continued success. Thank you, and once again, welcome.
I now ask our Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Joel Warden, to please join me to present our Excellence in Teaching Award for 2025.
That's right. Thank you, President Keith. All right, this is a really special moment in our commencement ceremony each year. Goldey-Beacom College is a student-centered institution, and so we necessarily prize excellence in the classroom. A challenging, supportive, and innovative classroom experience is what shapes student knowledge and skills and prepares them for a rewarding future. Thus, one of the highlights of the academic year is when we recognize dynamism in the classroom and on campus through our Excellence in Teaching Award. This award is an annual award wherein faculty peers nominate a fellow professor to recognize their outstanding achievement in teaching at the college. Criteria for the award include their contribution to teaching through innovative approaches in the classroom and scholarship in the field, as well as their service to the institution, particularly in the form of student support and mentoring. Today's faculty member is an exemplar of these elements. Student evaluation comments revealed themes of active learning that connected theory to practice and that challenged students to think deeply. So I'm going to read to you some excerpts from this faculty member's student evaluations. It was interesting to see how the tests lined up with the theories we were learning about. Using real-world examples made the theories easier to understand. My favorite professor helps beyond the classroom. There's not enough words to describe the passion and support this professor shows students. This was one of my favorite classes. I've really enjoyed this class because of the opportunities for authentic learning and discussion. Sometimes classes feel like an academic exercise. Not that often, I'm sure. But this course will make me better in my field. The sessions are helpful and meaningful. I appreciate that this professor is open to various perspectives and encourages sharing. This professor's teaching process was very profound and made you truly think. That kept the class interesting and engaging. So, who is this mystery professor? Here are some hints. This professor testifies in forensics for court cases. One of this professor's favorite hobbies is stained glass and glass blowing. That'll give it away for some of you. This professor has been a guest lecturer at Villanova, St. Andrews High School, in Poland, at the Peeps Company, where they make the Peeps, and even here for our faculty and staff. She's also currently on the Fulbright Specialist roster. By now, it's no secret. Please join me in celebrating this year's winner of the Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Erin Lee Kelly. Perfect. Yeah, you want to give her that one? Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. Well deserved. And I've been looking for your husband.
He's here somewhere. Yeah. Where's Pete? There we go.
There he
Oh,
is.
everybody.
Everybody. Yep.
We had to sneak him in.
There you go.
Oh, and here's.
All right.
Thank you.
And then
Oh, okay. Okay, just a few words. I love seeing all your faces out there. Thank you. They don't tell you this, so I have no speech to prepare. But I do want to tell you that my teaching philosophy is similar to this quote, and that is, students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I truly care about every one of my students, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this job. And I think Goldey-Beacom really promotes a lot of small little acts of kindness
Remember that while you leave with this grand celebrations, that sometimes it's the smallest celebrations. When I first started, I remember going to the doors at 8 a.m. and the maintenance worker, Gisela, gave me a smile and said, "How are you?" every morning. That made my first couple weeks just warm and inviting. And so it's always the small little things that you have to remember along your journey. So please engage in little acts of kindness, because community is bound by connection, and these little things help connection. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Thank you. All right. You get to go this way.
Yay.
Very well deserved. Congratulations again, Erin Lee. This is very cool. I am honored to introduce our student speaker today. Ms. Carla Chardon, a native of Salem, New Jersey, has called Penns Grove, New Jersey, home since her high school days. In 2021, she graduated from Penns Grove High School with her diploma and seal of biliteracy. In the spring of that year, Carla's journey to Goldey-Beacom College began. Despite receiving scholarship offers from other colleges and universities, she felt a strong calling from God that led her to sign her national letter of intent to join Goldey-Beacom College's track and field team. After a warm and energetic visit to campus, she decided that this is where she will stay for 4 years. While Carla has been a commuter all through her campus career, she's been able to balance many hats in her time here at Goldey. She's been involved in dance for 15 years in her church. She is a follower of Christ and attends church faithfully. She helped her parents with their family business, and she was a full-time student athlete with many events to train for. Beyond these commitments, Carla emphasizes the importance of worshiping God and following Christ in her life. She credits her parents, Carlos and Luz Chardon, and her pastor, Ricky Elvira, for providing her with the guidance and support she needs to stay on the right path and maintain her faith. Carla, during her time at Goldey-Beacom, received several notable awards. She became the first female two-time champion in track and field, the first NCAA national qualifier and individual event qualifier for the prestigious Penn Relays, and the first to consistently break the 100-meter and javelin records of the school. Additionally, she collaborated with Professor Scott Glenn and the team to place second in a global solutions project that emphasized making the world a better place through their concept of 3D printing, which gained global recognition and helped place Goldey-Beacom on a world map. After graduation, Carla plans to continue her education at Goldey in our accelerated master's program. She aspires to become a role model for many Christians seeking professional careers while maintaining their faith. Carla also tends to influence the world art of dance and showcase the design of a highly favored and valued daughter of Christ. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Ms. Carla Chardon.
I just want to start off saying and letting everyone know that if I start crying, I need you guys to come along with me, okay? It's going to be okay. This is all joyful tears. But, man, God has been good and has been able to has put me in front of you all today. God, He is more than enough. He is more than sufficient. Dios, tú me bastas, Él es más que suficiente. Thank you, my God, for giving me this privilege to be in front of this crowd of beautiful graduates, our future lawyers, presidents, politicians, doctors, businessmen and women, pro athletes, and even more of all, Thank you for putting me in front of all your children with a purpose. Thank you, Goldey-Beacom, for this opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you for finding me worthy to have this opportunity. Thank you for this history-making 4 years. Some may find it odd that I started off giving thanks, but how could I not begin this way? Without God, none of this would have been possible for me, and without Goldey-Beacom, we would not have become the professionals we are becoming today. Being a crazy, fanatic believer for Christ my whole life, I haven't always demonstrated it. But his word in Psalms says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations, and who you see here talking to you today, along with these other graduates, are another successful and history-making generation that all came about through his faithfulness. God never fails in his word, and he never fails us. Through him, I have come to find Goldey-Beacom as my first base to make it to my dreams, as we all found Goldey-Beacom to call a home. In these 4 years at Goldey, being a student athlete, we've seen our athletic programs reach new heights, with teams excelling in ways we've never seen before. As a member of the track and field team, I've had the privilege of experiencing conference champions, All-American honors, NCAA Division II national competitors, and even experiencing competitions at the heights of streaming on ESPN and FlowTrack. No matter what the sport, the boats continue to impress and make us all proud. Goldey-Beacom's commitment to diversity and inclusion has created an environment where students from all backgrounds feel welcomed and supported. As a Hispanic student, being slightly whitewashed, like Latinos would say it, I've experienced a blend of cultures that enrich our community and make us unique. I've seen firsthand how Goldey encourages learning and appreciation for different languages and cultures, helping everyone feel at home. With the help of God, Goldey-Beacom, staff, career services, and the hard work of these graduates, many of us have been able to obtain a full-time job that starts right after graduation. Because of this college and its resources, the benefits I am now able to receive through my full-time corporate job allows me to graduate debt-free for both degrees by this time of next year for my master's in 2026. I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to the Career Services team, and especially Elizabeth Kirker, for their unwavering support throughout my journey. The guidance in securing my internship has been invaluable, and you've played a key role in giving me a clear path to launch my career. Your dedication to helping students like me succeed is truly appreciated, and I am grateful for all the resources you've provided. A huge thank you to my coach, Joe Dare, and his exceptional flexibility, hard work, and dedication, which allowed us to achieve both team and individual success. Ever since he became our coach a year and a half ago, he has made history by bringing home Goldey-Beacom's first ever track and men's field conference team championship, accompanied by an outstanding finish for the women's side, landing in the top 3, closing this 2020-25 season off with a bang. Your tireless efforts not only shaped us into better athletes, but also helped us make history here at GBC. And to all my teammates from day one that have always pushed me to be at my greatest, even when I couldn't be at times, thank you for always pushing me to be there. Special shout out to the champs of champs this year, Dev Napier, who since day one of him competing for Goldey, he has always had a humble heart, along with many others like Hezekiah, Yusuf, Maddie, Nai, Timir. But your inspiration towards me and the team was something you may call divine. You have become a core memory of my life in the sport of track and field, and I know it will be a core memory of this team, that your name will be remembered in the generations to come. I sincerely appreciate my professors for their patience and understanding during both the highs and lows of my academic journey here at Goldey. You've been supportive through challenging times and have always been there and always been fair and inclusive, ensuring all students felt valued regardless of any obstacles. You've made a lasting impact on me and this graduating class. I want to send out another special thank you and shout out to Professor Scott Glenn for his continuous belief that I was going to do nothing else but be great. I want to summarize my gratefulness and thanks for the people that are my world, sending a special thank you to not only my parents, oh my God, I'm gonna cry, guys. Carlos and Luz Chardon, and my pastor, Ricky Alvida, who has made this possible for laying out the path and a foundation for me to be here today. But I also want to thank another special person who knows who they are, that just a few weeks ago when they reminded me, or just a few weeks ago when I wasn't excited for any of this because of some thoughts that were eating me up in my head, they reminded me that no matter what obstacles I put in my way and other obstacles that came, to learn how to give everything fully to God, no matter how many times I have to lay everything out to Him again, to shake it off because I am doing something that many wish they could have, to value the success but not to stay stagnant, for there is greater to come. Thank you for reminding me. And finally, a thank you to the rest of my family and friends that have drove and flown out here to be with me today as history is being made. Before leaving, I just want to leave a piece of advice to everyone in this room trying to become greater than what society has called you out to be. As many of these graduates are celebrating huge milestones today, including me, there are also many of us overcoming and breaking through generational curses, overcoming mental health, and overcoming hardships that we have faced. Just know, there will always be mud when you ask for the rain. There will always be a light at the end of your tunnel, but you must push to make it through. Remember that the love of God is sufficient. He knows what you're going through, and He loves you so much that He is always crying out for you just to trust and to talk to Him. For His word says in Jeremiah, "I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Thank you, God. Thank you, Goldey-Beacom, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Carla. As I shared earlier, we are joined today by a group of our student singers from Skyline Middle School, led by Ms. Margaret Loudon. Please welcome Ms. Loudon and her ensemble, who will perform "May Your Roads Be Straight and Narrow." Thank you so much, Skyline. It is now the distinct pleasure of Goldey-Beacom College to award an honorary degree to our invited speaker today, Mr. E. Thomas Harvey III. We'll have him come right up. An honorary degree is one of higher education's most significant accolades. Goldey-Beacom College awards honorary degrees on a selective basis to distinguished individuals who merit special recognition for outstanding career accomplishments coupled with community involvement that is worthy of degree consideration. The college's honorary degree committee considers worthy individuals, and their recommendations are then considered by the college's board of trustees. Mr. Harvey's distinguished career accomplishments are stunning and have had a tremendous impact in Delaware and the surrounding region. He's an especially worthy recipient of an honorary degree, and I am excited to share with you now a little about him. A lifelong resident of Delaware, Mr. Harvey is the chairman and CEO of Harvey Hanna and Associates, where he owns and manages several management and real estate property investment companies that encompass 3.5+ million square feet of industrial, commercial, and mixed-use buildings. He pioneered the development of the Twin Spans Business Park in Newcastle, Delaware, redeveloped the Delaware River Industrial Park, formed Boxwood Industrial Park, LLC, and then, just for fun, acquired the dormant General Motors Wilmington Assembly Plant on Boxwood Road, which had been in operations for 62 years but had shut down in 2009. Mr. Harvey redeveloped the site into a 21st century business and logistics campus that is now the home to a world-class Amazon fulfillment center that employs more than 1,500 people, bringing jobs back to Newcastle County and the state. His interest extends the length of the state with Dewey Beach Enterprises, where he led the redevelopment of the Lighthouse Cove Resort in Dewey Beach, transforming it into a mixed-use commercial and residential resort complex, bringing with it the first ever Hyatt hotel brand into Delaware. The Lighthouse Cove project has already won several awards, and the project isn't even complete yet. Mr. Harvey's reach extends to TKO Hospitality Management, an affiliate company of Harvey Hanna that he started and that now manages over $100 million in revenue with 20 quality brand hotels, 5 conference and banquet facilities, and 4 award-winning restaurants in the Mid-Atlantic region. Before Harvey Hanna and Associates, though, Mr. Harvey either built, owned, or managed several waste management companies that saw annual gross revenues of over $100 million. His waste management companies offered the first ever and only recycling services in Delaware. He led the industry in this region in thinking green and sustainable. He eventually merged his waste management companies with USA Waste Services Incorporated, and he himself has served in leadership roles with industry boards and associations, making him a sought-after expert in the field. Mr. Harvey is a model of what it means to be a committed member of a community, too. He has chaired not only the Goldey-Beacom College Board, but also that of the American Heart and Stroke Association of Delaware, the Centerville School, the Sanford School Board of Directors, the National Guard, and a host of other community organizations. And it doesn't stop there. He sponsors 2 youth basketball teams in Wilmington and has been widely recognized for his contributions, including being the 2019 recipient of the prestigious Marvin S. Gilman Award from the Delaware State Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Harvey is a graduate of Conrad High School and the University of Delaware, and soon Goldey-Beacom College. He lives in Centerville and Rehoboth Beach, and his wife, Robin Adair Harvey, herself a force to be reckoned with. She will soon be inducted in the Delaware Sports Hall of Fame for her successful career as a women's field hockey coach, and he is the father of 4 children and grandfather of 5. Tom, it has been my great pleasure to have you by my side here at Goldey-Beacom. You are one of the first people I turn to when I need an outside opinion and someone to help me think through an issue. Would you please join us so that we can confer a degree on you? We're going to hood you.
Okay.
We're going to do that first. So we're going to bring it right up. Upon the recommendation of the Goldey-Beacom College Honorary Degree Committee and following the enthusiastic approval by the Goldey-Beacom College Board of Trustees, I am honored to confer upon Mr. E. Thomas Harvey III the Honorary Doctor of Business Administration degree with all appropriate honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Dr. E. Thomas Harvey III. I can take that down for you.
Okay, that'd be great.
I'm so excited.
Thank you. The doctor is in the house. Wow. I want to thank Chuck, Colleen, the board, Joan, the entire Goldey-Beacom family, of which I'm a past member. And most of all, thank you graduates for showing up today and for having put in all the hard work that it took to get here. I welcome all of you and thank your parents and families and friends for being there and for supporting and confirming their love for you and for these graduates. This is a very meaningful day for me and a very meaningful event. My father attended Beacom College, which is one of the predecessor names and schools here, and in 1939 to 1941. In June of 41, he received a certificate for demonstrated proficiency in handwriting and business writing. If you can imagine, curriculum has changed just a little bit. This certificate is framed and hangs proudly in my living room. He also served on the Goldey-Beacom board some 40 years ago. But this is your day. I just hope I don't screw it up by boring you all to death for the next 2.5 hours. Seriously, this is your day, members of the Goldey-Beacom College Class of 2025. Please give yourselves a hearty round of applause. Louder, come on. My name is Tom Harvey, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. Today, our companies employ about 1,500 people. I'm a lifelong Delaware native. I graduated from a little school just south of here that has some kind of blue hen as a mascot. After I graduated from Conrad High School, I started there in engineering in 1970. It took me 2 full semesters to fail out. Yeah, I did. Over the next summer, I took a calculus class that I had failed twice because basically I wasn't going to class. I got a B. That got me back into school. My 3rd semester, I made the dean's list, and that erased my quality points deficit, and I began to focus on actually figuring out why I was at the university and what I needed to do in order to keep being invited back. Still, I never let good grades stand in the way of having fun. In short, I never was the most focused, serious, or successful student. That said, the subjects in the classes that interested me received pretty good effort. I also learned how to go to college, get adequate grades, and how to find professors who I admired and enjoyed. I learned that I don't suffer jerks or fools very well. But that's okay, because my experience there taught me a lot about how to shape my career efforts, and also showed me what kind of people I wanted to be around and with whom I wanted to work. I also learned and confirmed that I wanted to manage the tasks of the people in an organization and not be managed. That's the serial entrepreneurism, I guess. I figured out that I wanted to occupy the corner office, I suppose. I wanted to be a generalist, not tied to one specific discipline. I learned that probably I had the skill set, the personality, and the work ethic to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be in charge, not so I could boss people around, but so I could lead people forward, hopefully finding better solutions and creating opportunities for all of us. College gave me time to grow up a bit and gave me the confidence to believe in myself. Of course, in college, I learned some specific skills like accounting, finance, some sales and marketing theories and approaches. I learned waiting line theory, some Freud, some Nietzsche, and other behavioral science theories. I learned some personnel management theory, and all of that was great and has been helpful. But what really mattered was I learned that I could trust my judgment and that I would be able to employ these skills in a way that made people want to follow my lead. I started to believe that I might be okay in this business thing. Some people say my self-analysis was reasonably fair and that I made some good career path choices. In the end, that's all that really matters. Make the right choices for you. Once made, work like the devil to prove that those choices were the right ones for you. If the wrong ones, work even harder so that you create options for yourself and for those who depend on you. Someone once said that success in any endeavor comes from a combination of inspiration and perspiration. You, by your presence here, have obviously inspired or are inspired to learn. Now, will you shed the perspiration necessary to apply what you have learned in a spirited and diligent way? Can you keep your eyes and your hearts open to learning new facts, concepts, and ideas, and keep absorbing every bit of knowledge that you can? Can you prioritize your efforts? You need to do that for sure. But do not excuse yourself from learning by closing your eyes and deciding that what you're seeing is irrelevant or unimportant. Understand this: you don't know what you don't know. So absorb all that you can about your community, your career choices, the organization that you choose to join, and the industry that you choose to join. I have a few rules that I live by and use to manage my organizations and my life. Integrity. This is so number one that I don't think a huge amount of time needs to be spent here. Let me just say, searching for accuracy and truth and then living your life guided by accuracy and truth is the critical element required for anyone to have any real happiness and any real success. It's the foundation of everything, either interpersonal or career related. Be someone who counts. Be strong, be honest, and be willing to be the best version of yourself. More often than not, career success is not about being the best. It's about being your best. Ask the next question. When you ask a question in business and most times in life, the answer that you get will not tell you everything there is to know about the subject at hand. Many times you will get a short answer that leaves a lot of room for interpretation. If you want to store and use accurate information and facts and data, spend the time to ensure that what you perceive is true and accurate before making decisions. Garbage in, garbage out. It's simple, right? Why do so many people insist on being reticent about challenging and testing purported facts, theories, or purported courses of action? Proposed courses of action. Why will people be too polite or too intellectually lazy to make certain they understand the challenges in front of them? Big direction changes should be based on accurate interpretations and perceptions. Ensure accuracy to the granular level. Read everything you can about your industry. Ask the next question. In business and in life, competent and well-adjusted people will embrace and relish answering the next question. It demonstrates that you are interested in them and listening. It gives them a chance to shine, and it deepens the trust and the integrity of the relationship. Asking the next question arms you with improved knowledge and competencies and expands opportunities for you and will be able to find the ones that you'll be able to find and recognize. It helps you and your organization, whether family, religious, social, or professional, to keep you on an efficient and effective track. In short, it increases the likelihood of success because it helps you and those around you to be better and more effective people. Surround yourself with good people. Show them through your words and your deeds that they matter. A few years back, I was a member of a private industry trade group. The group comprised the top 20 or 30 largest privately held companies in our industry. All of us led very successful companies. The owner of a company headquartered in Northern Virginia was pontificating, as we all are guilty of doing from time to time, about his management philosophy. In short, he stated that in his mind, the customer was number one, and that any employee who damaged a customer relationship was going to and had suffered his wrath. I interrupted and said reasonably, diplomatically, that I disagreed. He stopped and the group let me continue. I said that my employees were number one. I further postulated that if you organized the right people, trained them, created a healthy environment, and equipped them to successfully accomplish their jobs, they would never knowingly or intentionally create a bad customer experience and would competently fix any mistakes the organization might make. In doing this, they would often strengthen the customer relationship with the organization and with them personally because they and the organization made it right. They did not try to talk it right. This fellow struggled with that concept. I don't. Companies that manage or lead are known for companies that I manage or lead are known for extremely high employee retention rates. Care to guess what other rates are high with our companies? Customer retention, maintained quality of the assets, physical condition of the assets that we employ. Oh, and there's that other thing that's usually pretty good too, profits. And the long-term appreciation of the value of the enterprise. Hire the right people, expect their best efforts, only if you are keeping your obligation to give them your best effort. Do that and you'll be part of an organization that grows its opportunities and yours. My rule, people are number one. They trust me, I trust them. Together we build organizations and career opportunities. Promote from within. What is the message to top performing people in an organization if you always have to go outside the organization to find management talent? That's not to say in high growth situations you're always going to have the luxury of time to grow all the talent needed at that moment. But if you keep stepping on the head of a good person, you're going to lose them or their self-confidence. Once that happens, the organization suffers a great cost. It also sends a terrible message to the entire organization. That message, this organization cannot attract, train, coach, or grow people. Why would a potentially high performer ever want to be part of that environment? Why would a potentially high performer want to waste their time toiling in an organization that does not demonstrate commitment to its people? If you're not looking for that, then please don't apply for a position with us. Teach. If you're constantly learning, then you should be able to impart some of that knowledge to those around you. Not the look at me and what I know approach, but the quiet, confident approach where if you know it, show it. If you don't, then you probably should go learn something. Also, learn to shut up and listen to others who are really masters of a particular set of facts. This does not mean that you should simply accept the line, "Let the experts do their job." I hate that line, and occasionally when I do hear it, my ears perk up, because that usually means it's a prelude to some bad results we're about to experience. Ask questions, challenge assumptions. Once you're confident that you're interacting with a true expert in the matter, stop talking and listen. Ask the next question and listen to the answer. Leadership. Leadership's hard to define, but it's usually pretty easy to recognize. Good leadership skills are a product of both learned behavior and innate personality characteristics. Central to being recognized and accepted as a leader is demonstrated competence. Just as important as integrity, there's that word again, if you think of integrity as a synonym for accuracy, then the importance is much greater than just being honest. You can't be honest if you're not factually correct in your assumptions and your read of a given situation. This is where ask the next question enters the picture. Intellectual integrity means sucking it up and admitting that you made a mistake or that you really don't know everything about everything sometimes. People will admire and trust that person a lot more than the one who will die on the hill defending and rationalizing their mistakes. Leadership means leading by example, by demonstrated effort and demonstrated results. It's earned and cannot be bestowed. Those who claim to be leaders simply because their job title suggests it probably are not the leaders that you're going to want to follow into battle. Work ethic. I sometimes tell people I'm lazy. Usually they disagree, and maybe even they say something humorous like, "right," and laugh. What I'm really saying is that I look for efficient, permanent solutions to challenges, tasks, and problems. I hate do-overs. Solve the whole problem and don't treat its symptoms. The long road is often the short road. Ask the next question, get on the right course of action, and proceed forward, adjusting when necessary or when new information becomes available. Be relentless about getting projects done. Don't put off until tomorrow accomplishing what you could have done today. Life is finite. If you can get it done today, tomorrow will have its own set of challenges, its own set of problems, but it'll also have its own set of opportunities. And if you've got your head down, buried doing yesterday's work today, you're going to miss those opportunities. Work ethic is not about showing up each day. It's about showing up wanting and intending to succeed and staying at it until you do. When we buy a new business or a new property, we create a pro forma and a set of financial projections. I relentlessly challenge those assumptions, the assumptions used to develop the projections. I get granular. I sometimes see eyes roll and can sometimes hear the unspoken, "well, there he goes again," you know. Well, when we're looking at big concepts, you know, why does Tom want to waste time on minutia? I don't. But I do want to be sure that the so-called big concepts are founded on accurate interpretations of appropriate data. I want to challenge and teach people to be their own devil's advocate. Don't assume the integrity of facts which you cannot prove to be accurate and true. If someone tells you X is true, be willing to ask how they know that. How are they so very sure? As accountants say, show me the backup documents. I'll give you an example. A few years ago, we bought the GM assembly plant on Boxwood Road. I practically grew up in that facility, so I knew it pretty well. Well, today it's the largest Amazon distribution facility in the world. We were evaluating our options after we had purchased it, and finally I focused on a fact that had been presented, that 185,000 feet of the roof on one section was known to contain asbestos, asbestos-containing material, ACM is how it's referred to. I spoke up and told our group that it was not true. They argued and said there'd been scientific testing done and it tested positive. I said the roof in question was built in the mid-'80s, and by that time GM and the automotive industry had eliminated asbestos from every aspect of their products, their plants, and their environment. I knew this because I paid attention as asbestos was legislated out of our environment in the mid-'70s. The seller represented this to us, and they had hired a respected environmental firm to do the testing. Apparently, there was some lazy work somewhere. The seller had bids to remove the asbestos of $2 million. We had created this as a line item in our budget and bought the property with the understanding that we were going to have a couple $1 million to spend on asbestos abatement. I insisted that we have it retested, and to everyone's surprise, I was right. There was a modicum of ACM in some of the flashing tape on the roof, and the cost to remove it came to about $30,000. We had quotes that the seller had gotten through a bidding process of $8 to $14 million to demolish the plant. We had put that into our pro formas. We then decided to look at the job as a demo contractor would evaluate it, and had our structural engineering firm come in and calculate the tonnage of ferrous metals, non-ferrous metals, aluminum, brass, copper that were in the building. It was about 50,000 tons of steel in this building. In the end, the demo contractor that we hired paid us $6 million to tear the building down. And it's a $20 million swing in our pro forma, so trust me, that helped the project. In short, choose a career path that you enjoy and it won't be work. Earn the right to love it by doing it to the best of your ability. A career is like a spouse. If you don't do your best to love, support, teach, learn, help, treat it with honesty and respect, then you will not have earned the right to claim that person as yours any more than you will have earned the right to claim the rewards of a great career. Make yourself valuable to an organization and in your interpersonal relationships. Be the one who says, yeah, I'll do that. Not the one who says, if I have to. Do I really? It's not in my job description. I love hearing that one. If you really want to lose the support of someone like me, tell me that you'll work harder if I pay you more. I've actually had people say that to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you've been giving me half efforts, and now I should reward that by upping your compensation so that I can see your whole effort. It doesn't work. It's not the way a successful relationship works. It's not the way a marriage works. It's not the way anything works successfully. Attack unpleasant jobs like an athletic event. Get it done, get it behind you, and move forward. Think about your work on your way to work so that you're mentally prepared to get there. Don't stress and agonize over problems. Instead, spend the effort finding solutions. Life is a game. It's a competition. Be your best every day. Put your best efforts forward every day and make a commitment to that in which you are investing your time. Some tasks are like an opponent with bad breath and BO. They suck. You can walk away and cry, or you can kick the guy's butt and tell him to go shower and brush his teeth as you take the victory lap. Played a lot of basketball. Smile. It helps mark you as someone who people might enjoy spending time with and getting to know. Spiritually, romantically, professionally, success is all about interacting appropriately and making people want to be around you. Last thing. There should be some applause on that. Last thing. 20 plus years ago, I was a new board member. And at that time, the board sat up here and the graduates processed past. I encountered some of the worst handshakes that I have ever experienced. They were awful. Sad, they were awful. Some of that was cultural, some of it was lack of coaching or ever being taught. Weak grip to no grip, little to no eye contact, virtually no smile were common. I mentioned this to Dr. Muhammad Elias, the president here at the time, and he made it a priority. And my point was, somebody like this comes in to interview someone that's seasoned in business and apply for a job, and I get this. Who are you? And why do I want you in my organization? You don't seem to have any self-confidence. It's just terrible. So he put Handshake 101 pretty much throughout Goldey-Beacom and asked the entire faculty and staff to please work on this with students. Coach them where you see the need. The next year, it was transformed and changed. When you shake hands, do it with enthusiasm. Make shaking hands the door opener that it's intended to be. Whether it's a new acquaintance, a new job opportunity, or just a happenstance meeting, make the effort to be a great handshaker, and you'll be remembered fondly. Don't, and you'll promptly be forgotten. It is the essence of demonstrating that you are a confident, giving spirit. Wing it, even if you're not. First, handshakes are like all first impressions, and the opportunity only presents itself once. So make your best self show through every time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Harvey. I would like to point out just a little bit of Goldey-Beacom trivia. In our 138 years, today is the first time that we have awarded an honorary degree to the second member of a family. In 1989, Dr. Harvey's father was granted an honorary degree from Goldey-Beacom College. So I want to acknowledge that today as well. Before we move to the conferral of degrees, we want to recognize students with high academic achievement. The following students have earned the highest GPA in their field of study. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing so that the audience, who hopefully will be withholding their applause until they've all risen up, and then we will celebrate you collectively as a group. So please stand. Bianca Anaya Uribe. Okay. Gianna Britton. Taylor Davis. Anastasia Diakos. Shira Donovan. Eliana Isabel Fernandez Freitas, James Gaw, Andre Gibson, Anu Gupta, Quentin Hartard, Amol Jakar, Satiraj Janalari, Julie Kuleza, Mary Laughlin, Charles Lund, Michaela Matisova, Dale McDine, Mark McGuire, Sophie Nupane, Sarah Nyers, Caitlin Nolan, Madison Plazio, Ryan Sawyer, Manisha Singh, Juliana Spanier, Pascalina Vata, Isaac Warzacek Rodriguez, and Caitlin Young. Congratulations to each of you, and if the audience would join me in a hearty round of applause. And thank you. You may be seated, if only briefly. It's now time for the conferral of the degrees, and after we confer the degrees, then we begin the presentation of diplomas. The Board of Trustees, representing the official authority of the college dating back to 1886, has authorized the president to confer degrees upon those candidates who completed all requirements for each respective degree. Provost and Vice President Dr. Joel Warden, as our Chief Academic Officer, will call the candidates for a particular degree to stand as a group for the conferral of the degree by President Colleen Perry Keith, and then be seated. After all degrees have been conferred, we will then proceed with the walk across the stage for each candidate to receive a diploma individually. Provost Warden, please present the candidates for graduation.
With pleasure. All right. So the faculty of Goldey-Beacom College has certified that the students graduating today have successfully completed all degree requirements for their respective degrees. Those graduates whose names appear in the commencement program but aren't here today will receive their degrees in absentia. So, will the candidates for the associate's degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have met all requirements for the associate's degree.
I hereby confer upon you the associate degree with all appropriate honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
You can be seated. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? That's the bachelor's degree. Madam President, these candidates have met all requirements for the baccalaureate degree.
I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree with all appropriate honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
You can be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the degree of the Master of Business Administration degree.
I hereby confer upon you the Master of Business Administration degree with all appropriate honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have met all the requirements for the Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology degree.
I hereby confer upon you the Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology degree with all appropriate honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Master of Management degree please stand? All right. Madam President, these candidates have met all requirements for the Master of Management degree.
I hereby confer upon both of you the Master of Management degree with all appropriate honors, rights, responsibilities, and privileges. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have met all the requirements for the Master of Science degree.
I hereby confer upon you the Master of Science degree with all appropriate honors, rights, responsibilities, and privileges. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Business Administration degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have fulfilled all the responsibilities for the Doctor of Business Administration program.
I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Business Administration degree with all appropriate honors, rights, responsibilities, and privileges. Congratulations.
We will now proceed with the awarding of diplomas. Graduates, you will now take the traditional walk across the stage as your name is announced. We will first award diplomas to our associate's degree recipients, followed by bachelor degree recipients. As we move to awarding our master's and doctoral degree candidates, select members of our faculty will join us on stage to hood those graduates. Everyone's been blessed with a card that they're going to hand me. That's how I know who they are. And I would just like to say to family and friends, be envious. They get to get up and move around now. So here we go. Hector Sanchez Ortiz, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Okay. Lydia Blackburn, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Aaliyah Goodwin, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Gabriela Mendez, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Mark Singley, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Nadir Ackerson, Bachelor of Science. No? Business Administration with a concentration in sports management. Halima Bland, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Legal Studies. Quetzali Arizmendi Cordova, Bachelor of Arts, Human Services. Alejandra Taberas, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Ashlyn Benaki, Bachelor of Science, Digital Marketing, and Graduate Certificate in Entrepreneurship. Joshua Clayton, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. Blake Weber, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sam DiTomaso, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Megan Waldron, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Damian Alexander, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Ryan Harris, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Rachel Albar, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Diego Pinto, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Damaris Ceballos Falcones, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. York Miles, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, concentration in Information Technology. Ryan Jarvis, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Ryan Miller, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Information Technology. Jason Ricker, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Anthony Pullman, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Carla Chardon, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Johan Haj, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Henry Lidstrom, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Dominique Ogil, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Luke Hansen, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Management. Tiwalade Ogunfadebewu, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Information Technology. Ogunfadebo. Got it. Well, now I will, because I just messed that one up, yeah. Joseph Scoto DeLuzio, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Nicolette Cashin, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Cameron McKellock, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Kel Ordonez Garcia, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Byron Suarez Garcia, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. Luis Bruegel, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in International Business Management. Pedro Maia de Oliveira, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sincere Cato, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. Sean McCourt, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Financial Management. Ryan Pozo, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Dante DeSabatino, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Mitchell Jolico, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Nicholas Harkins, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Christian Petrillo, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Wyatt Atkinson, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Braden Colmansberger, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Business Analytics. Adam McAvoy, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Matthew Benner, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Gage Bendix, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Michael Hallbaker, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Caitlin Riggs, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Alexandra Buchy, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Dale McDine, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Maxwell Robinson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Madison Palazzo, Bachelor of Science, Digital Marketing. Vanquasia Davis, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Gianna Britton, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Kelly Burdett, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Robert Rodriguez Maldonado, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Financial Management. Evan Morris, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. Alyssa Petula, Bachelor of Arts, English, with a concentration in Legal Studies, and a Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. That was long. louder than her walk across the stage. Angela Lee, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Caitlin Nolan, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Sports Management. Alexis Coppola, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Victoria Niles, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice and Psychology. Zahra Khanbaz, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Yelizaveta Mova, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Maria Paula Polania, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Oh, excuse me. Macy Hinden Walker, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Sports Management. Claudia Camporo Diaz, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Hannah Brandel, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Madison McGowan, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, and the Graduate Certificate in Quantitative and Analytical Business. Bianca Anaya Uribe, Bachelor of Arts, Communication and Media, and Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Justin Ritter, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Qualir Moore, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Ananda Red, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Alyssa Caparino, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Management. Jonathan Holloway, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Ms. Linda Tolson, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Timothy Weimer, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Organizational Psychology. James Gaw, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Jennifer Manker, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Lauren Cleveland, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Natasha Perez Medina, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, you're going to tell me that like 4 more times because we're going. This is the first time. Every time that I've had to pause, it's been somebody who's really good.
No, don't worry.
Pause me on a hard
I got
one.
you. I like the spotlight anyways.
Yeah, you're graduating with a lot of slow smiles.
I love it.
Okay, ready to go? Okay. Arcelia Panduro, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration. Chloe Short, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Healthcare Management. Mariah Sid, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Nice, yeah. I don't have to read it before. Okay, yeah. Marley Hargis, Bachelor of Arts, English with a concentration in Literary Studies. Brielle Smith, Bachelor of Arts, English with a concentration in Legal Studies. Jonathan Harris, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sarah Schneider, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Emma Jones, Bachelor of Arts, English with a concentration in Legal Studies.
Could you say my full name, Faith Leah Fells, or are you not allowed to?
What is it? Say it again.
Faith Leah Fells.
Faith Leah Fells,
Yeah, that's my middle name. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Faith Leah Fells, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Carla Solis Tunan, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Legal Studies. Emily Riley, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Brianna Schatz, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Management. William Lundstrom, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Tajir Ayers, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Noemi Santizo Perez, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Management. Michael Palla, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Tamoya Vick, Bachelor of Arts, Human Services. Juanita Wiggins, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Sports Management. Julia Lano, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Anastasia Diakos, Bachelor of Arts, Human Services. Piper Danowski, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. Azuri Abraham, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Sports Management. Kamal Yalaudi, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, concentration in Sports Management. Syed Miles, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Marketing Management. Zayon Marsh, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, concentration in Sports Management. Cardin Jobert, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Sheldon Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Financial Management. Jalen Myers, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Zachary Tucker, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Devon Napier, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Sports Management. Madeline Kuhl, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, concentration in Sports Management. Jordan Corsetti, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Chaz Davidson, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Adrielle Rahman, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Cybersecurity and Bachelor of Science in Finance. Andy Lopez Olvera, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Connor Lynch, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Information Technology. Mackenzie Welsh, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Are we ready? We're holding this. We'll get back to it. That's why she's here. Usually I'm by myself and I don't ever look that way. And all of a sudden they're still standing behind me. Najee Smith, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Ali Bentley Hezekiah, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, with a concentration in Sports Management. Youssef Shakur, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Kira Cohen, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Damaris Rodriguez, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. That's an easy one. Savannah Boyce, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration with a concentration in Management. Ilana Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. We are now ready to move on to our Master Degrees candidates. I'd like to call up to the stage to hood our graduates, Dr. Frank Scafidi, Dr. Scott Glenn, Dr. Aaron Lee Kelly, and Dr. Jared Hoefling. Oh, they're coming up behind me here. And they're going to be the faculty will be in pairs, and so you'll go to the far pair, you'll go to the one close, and then we'll keep that far near, far near, far near. Yeah, they're going to put your hood on. Yeah, face the audience. Yeah, we'll watch it. Yeah. Okay. Anu Mahajan, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Okay, and then go. Yep. Amol Jaiker, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Min Soon, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. William Smith, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Financial Management. Yeah, I'm not ever going to say that I'll pass this one. If it slows us down, it slows us down. Nitya Pandey, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Ryan Sawyer, Master of Science and Finance. Charles Schoen, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Sabrina Santos Silva, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Marketing Management. Mayu Aruda Mendez, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. Pascalina Vata, Master of Science and Finance. Sodaraj Janalari, Master of Science and Finance. Mark McGuire, Master of Science and Finance. Gabriela Davidowski, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. And Morgan Mindick, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Financial Management. I'm good. How are you doing? Good. Maybe go to the fall. So we're going to wait for this all to clear out. And is it just going? You didn't put it. Of the two groups, you're going to follow. Dylan Patel, Master of Management. Krishna Patel, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. Shane Johnson, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Taxation and Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Mary Laughlin, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Muhammad Aman Nafsariwala, Master of Science in Taxation. Andre Gibson, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Thomas Hill, Master of Management and Graduate Certificate in Human Resource Management. Shira Donovan, Master of Business Administration, Major in Taxation. Oh my God. Julie Kuleza, Master of Science in Finance. Julianne McCarran, Master of Science in Finance. Carly Cawley, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. Chengxi Lai, Master of Science in Finance. Bruce Santos Cazarini, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. Alexis Lee, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. Oh, somebody's going to tell me. Like an electric shock or something. Quentin Hartert, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Caitlin Young, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Caitlin Tully, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Juliana Spanier, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Carly Nardo, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Isabella Perez Calero, Master of Management. Tracy Watts, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Eliana Isabel Fernandez Frietas, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. All right, I would like to thank our faculty for helping us with the hooding. We're at the halfway point, and we're going to swap them out because presumably they're old and tired and they need to sit down. In their place, we're bringing out Dr. Frank Scafidi. Oh, no, oops, he was already here. Dr. Jeffrey Thurley, Mr. Keith Fleury, Dr. Nicole Evans, and Dr. Ashik Shafi. Danielle McDonald, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Kira Barrett, Master of Science and Finance. Isaac Warjarczyk Rodriguez, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. Leonardo Regalado Aguilar, Master of Business Administration, major in Finance. Dekai Steny, Master of Business Administration, with a concentration in Information Technology. Stephanie Weather, Master of Business Administration, with a concentration in Human Resources Management. Kavita Sharma, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Sushma Vallabhaneni, Master of Business Administration, with a concentration in Business Analytics. Deceptively easy. You would tell me it was something completely different. Yeah. Okay. Smit Chanchad, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Sumer Zaman, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Ethan William McGuire, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in International Business Management. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Annie Hake, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. She works for me. Oh, well, okay. David Robinson, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. You wouldn't let me say the whole thing. I've been practicing all year. You sure you don't want me to say the whole thing? Essay Afakoro, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. Nitin Kumar Patel, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive. Justin Morris, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Business Analytics and Financial Management. Anu Gupta, Master of Business Administration, major in Finance. Hamza Barnes, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Kayla Cook, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Michaela Matisovska, Master of Business Administration, major in Finance. I do that every time. I told her it was easy. I wouldn't have a problem. I'm going to mess it up. Lucia Castillo Martinez, Master of Business Administration, major in Finance. How are you? That was one I can't. But she's going to go to the park. Amelia Coelho Rosa, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. Sarah Nyers, Master of Business Administration, Comprehensive, and the Graduate Certificate in Leadership. Sayada Fatima, Master of Business Administration, Analytical Track. Go all the way. Shazia Durrani, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Healthcare Management. Yes, this is one of those where I just have to say, calm down, you can do this, right? It looks hard, it's not. Yeah. When she goes, you're going to go to the far group. Nasraldin Mohammed, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Marketing Management. Danae Taylor, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resource Management. When she's done, you're going to go. I'm sorry, you have to deal with the others. Yeah, we all do. Julia Fonseca Flores, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Marketing Management. Skylar Flynn, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Information Technology. Oh, not yet. Yeah, they're slow smilers. Okay. It gives me more time to mess it up. I would never have done that. Okay. Ludian Elvira Gomez Junquera, Master of Business Administration, concentration in Marketing Management. Isabel Popoff, Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Entrepreneurial Studies. Sophie Nupane, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Taylor Davis, Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Oh. No, stay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving on to our doctoral candidates. You see the line of them here. I'd like to thank the faculty for putting these candidates, and we have two new faculty members coming out to join us for the doctoral conferrals. Dr. Reba Businski and Dr. Malvina Brown. Anthony Cuff, Doctor of Business Administration. Doctor for the weekend. Come on. Yeah. Kenya Robinson, Doctor of Business Administration. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, graduates, this concludes the awarding of diplomas. We will now move on with some final thoughts and comments from our college president once she gets out of the photo booth. And now to close out the program, Dr. Colleen Perry Keith.
You try smiling for 207 pictures. One of those things. All right, graduates, you've now had your degrees conferred and diplomas awarded. It's time to turn your tassels. I want to share a few stories about some of our graduates today. I'll be quick. Walking in with me today during the processional was Mr. Justin Morris. Justin was awarded a very special award last week, the President's Award for Achieving Greater. Ms. Devin Ellickson was also awarded this award, but she's off today with the softball team, taking on Wilmington University in the regional tournament. Justin, it was my honor to walk with you. Some of our graduates today have distinguished themselves and us in so many ways. I put out a call to our faculty and staff to have them tell me about some of their outstanding students. I received many wonderful responses. Let me share a few of them with you. Qualir Moore. Qualir worked full-time at a bank from 12 noon to 8 p.m., all the while maintaining full-time student status with a 3.7 GPA, and all the while serving in the Army National Guard. He was even deployed twice during the school year. In addition, he made time to lead our Veterans Resource Group. Kayla Cook, One of Kayla's professors said, "I've enjoyed watching her transition from a new student, unsure of what she had gotten herself into a confident, determined, mature, engaged, articulate individual." In addition to her successes in the classroom, Kayla very recently completed 2 demanding and rigorous practicums, earning high praise from her site supervisor. Well, this is good news for Kayla, It's also good news for the MACP program and the college because now, due to the impression she made, other Goldie students will now have an opportunity to follow in her footsteps. Youssef Shakur Jr. I've witnessed Youssef's growth and development as a scholar and, more importantly, as an individual. His quiet demeanor does not denote indifference. Rather, he is attentive, thoughtful, and does not shy away from challenges. His maturity and dedication to learning should carry him far. In addition, Youssef was recently named a Civic Fellow with Transform Mid-Atlantic, which he will pursue during his first year of graduate studies with us here at GBC. Damian Alexander. With the goal of becoming a law enforcement officer, Damian Alexander took advantage of the opportunity to get hands-on experience with the Middletown Police Department for 3 years. He went on calls, learned about police culture, and got to know the inner workings of a law enforcement department that will serve him well in his career going forward. Now, a few things about some faculty members. We have with us another graduate today, Dr. Frank Scafidi. Our assistant professor of practice recently defended his dissertation at Wilmington University and earned the Doctor of Business Administration degree. Congratulations, Frank. And we have 2 more graduates who we haven't yet acknowledged. We have 2 longtime faculty members for whom this is their last commencement due to their upcoming retirements. The first one is not with us today, but let me tell you about him. Hal Switke is retiring after 9 years of teaching math and statistics here at Goldey-Beacom. To say that Dr. Switke teaches math and statistics, though, really doesn't convey who he is. His interests are wide: data visualization, pattern recognition, business economics, finance, marketing, music, philosophy, health and wellness. And he brought all of that incredible curiosity to his classroom. He will be missed, and I'm very sorry that he wasn't here to celebrate with us. Also retiring after 24 years of teaching and as the director of our Center for Professional Development and Partnerships is Dr. Deanna Merritt. This is a big loss for us. Dr. Merritt is not only an incredibly popular teacher, she is a natural and loud cheerleader for all things Goldey-Beacom College. Everywhere she goes, Goldey-Beacom goes with her. Over the course of her 24 years with us, she has easily taught about 5,000 students, several of whom I have met over the past few years as alumni. She is remembered fondly by them, and I've come to appreciate the enduring impact she has had on her students. She clearly has touched the future through her teaching. As we end our time together today, let's take a moment to pause, reflect, and give thanks. May the wisdom gained through hard work and perseverance guide each graduate as they step forward into the world. May they embrace the challenges ahead with courage, and may their hearts be filled with compassion, kindness, and a desire to make a difference. May the lessons learned in this place be the foundation upon which they build a future of hope, purpose, and service to others. Let them always remember the power of knowledge, the importance of integrity, and the value of community. Bless each graduate with strength to follow their dreams, resilience in the face of adversity, and joy in the journey that lies ahead. We ask for blessings of peace, happiness, and success for each one of you graduates as you continue to grow and contribute to a world that is better because you are in it. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you.